Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Brian, and today I'm talking Love Island Australia. This is season 6, episode 17. All right, so after a really good episode on Thursday last week, we pick right back up where pretty much is going to be like the Taylor, Hannah, M show today. Taylor thinks it's a double standard that M is kissing Mercedes right after, like, basically them breaking up. Says that if he did something like that, he'd be labeled toxic, a player. And I think it's just a little different here because he's the one who kind of set the table where it's like, hey, I want to go after Hannah. I want to see what's going on with her. So for him to be like he's like very upset this entire episode about like gaslighting and all this crap. And I'm like, this dude's such a clown. Chrissy thinks that M is not very genuine because once there's a recoupling, they think a recoupling is coming up, so people start to scramble and just go for someone that is single now. And she thinks that M is going to Mercedes because I guess Chrissy's kind of floating right now. She's definitely the definition of a floater in this game. She has really no true connection. Um, we'll see after the outcome of this episode where that will go. But yeah, it is something she needs to figure out because her time is definitely. I don't think she'll make it through the week if she doesn't find something. There's no way. Kayla and Chrissy pull Mercedes. They are like basically saying to him like, "Hey, like, looks like Taylor's just trying to push you onto M so that he doesn't look as bad, so then she can just be coupled up real quick." And he's like, Mercedes like, "Yeah, I don't want to like be someone's pawn in the game." I don't know. I think it's a little bit of a reaction by that. Like they already kind of like were maybe fringing after the kiss, but I just I don't know. It's just such a stupid, messy situation. So then Taylor and M talk again, and this is when the gaslighting comments come up, and I just think this dude's such a square. He just like he really thinks that he didn't really do anything that's kind of like crazy, and I mean I think it all just stems from him being like, I want to go after Hannah. And M was like, look, I wouldn't be mad if you kissed Hannah right after because she says confessional, like, once I'm done with you emotionally, like, it's this. So, gotta respect that. And you also gotta remember, this is Love Island. This is not real life. This is not a real life situation. So, I get you feel that way, but remember, this is a TV show, a dating TV show, that there's been seasons and hundreds and maybe even 1,000 episodes. So, yeah, enough of that. The guys get a text that they're gonna go out on like a little like guys retreat day where they're like going to town, and then once the guys leave, the girls get a text about Pamper Day. Again, kind of whatever. Um, Taylor is mad that Chrissy talked to Mercedes and told they and kind of projected her, but he's not really mad at Kayla. He's just kind of mad at Chrissy about like saying that like he kind of pushed Mercedes on the M. Whatever. So dumb. So I guess like there's no chance of Taylor and Chrissy being together. Never really thought there was. Again, we'll see what happens at the end of the episode or tomorrow. The guys come back with gifts for each of their couples. So like, you had to get a gift for the person you're coupled up with. So like Taylor got one for Am, even though they're not together. But like Nico, the weirdest one, Nico got like a ceramic penis for Hannah, and then he gets like a fan for Mia. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's stupid. Um, So Dylan, another like kind of major like minor thing that I didn't know like was still a thing is Dylan asks Sophie like, "Hey, do you think there's still something there with you and Zane?" And she's like, "No, absolutely not. Like, it's not like that." Um, I don't know. I want to maybe revisit this tomorrow, or in if like after we see some interaction between maybe Zane and Sophie after something that Zane says later in the episode. They get a text meet around the fire pit. And Mia has to choose a guy to couple up with. No, like surprise here. She chooses Nico, and Hannah has to go up and she has to read text. She's dumped, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I laughed out loud. I laughed very hard, and it, I laughed. Everyone's very shocked. There's a lot of dudes that are really sad and upset. Like one being Zane, and just before we get there, Hannah says to Kayla that she thinks she found her person in Taylor. And again, I also laughed out loud at that because that's ridiculous. And look, she's dumped. I was going online just to read this. I wanted to just see people's interact like reactions on Instagram and see like what they're saying. And there's like, a lot of people actually saying that they think she's coming back. They saw her on a boat, like on a snippet on like a trailer that's like on a scene that we haven't seen yet. So that's gonna be interesting to see. Like Look, she annoyed me, but she did bring, I guess, some content to the show, like because just like I thought she was nuts. If she comes back, it's whatever. This is the probably the one of the most scripted of the Love Islands that we watch because there's no fan voting. Even if fan voting in like USA and UK can be altered to the producer's will, but at least like you kind of feel like you're involved. In this one, they have these super fans that who are these people? And I just think it's not they're not real people. So her coming back, it's fine with me. Especially if Taylor quickly moves on to somebody else and that creates drama and makes Taylor look dumb. I'm all for that. But what I kept referring to as Zane is like he says to Dylan and Taylor that he doesn't feel a spark with Kayla, and it's just like this guy, he's a lump on a log, honestly. Like he if he wasn't tall, I don't think he'd be it. I already don't think he's it, but I don't think he'd be as appealing to the women on the show as maybe he is. So I'm wondering, people were saying like, do you think Zayn is sad because Hannah's leaving and he liked Hannah? Do you and like where would maybe that's what I was kind of saying, like with Sophie stuff, like she says there's nothing there. I just don't know because I don't they didn't say anything today that like he mentioned Sophie. So I don't know if maybe it's that. It's just I'm not gonna cut off, burn any bridges on any possibility that like who he could be with or who he's talking about here. So I'm hoping tomorrow we find out a little bit more about that. Trailer looks cool. Looks like instead of Casa Amor, we're getting Hotel More. So a nice little new twist. Don't know what that entails. Maybe this is where Hannah will come back, but I like that. I'm all for Casa Amor, any version of it. I want to see some drama in here. It would be nice to see some of these couples like kind of get shaken up. Like I'd like to see Nico and Mia get tested, even though they've only been there. I want they need I'm ready to marry you is dumb. Again, Steph is barely on the show. Same with Mimi. They have their little moments once in a while, but I don't. They were barely on the show today. Maybe this is good for Kayla. I don't really care about Zane, but yeah, let me know the thing. And also, like for the awesome episode that Thursday was, I mean, Hannah got dumped, but it wasn't like this wasn't like fireworks that I was expecting. I was kind of expecting like something really cool here, and it didn't really deliver for me, especially like people are already doing like the investigative work, the saying that they think she's coming back. So it kind of like even when I was watching it, it wasn't like I was like, oh my God, moment. So yeah, let me know what you think. Did you think it was like after what we saw on Thursday, it lived up today on Monday? And then anything else like what do you think? Like what's Chrissy gonna do? What's Taylor gonna do? What's Zane gonna do? So, all right. When I will be back tomorrow for episode 18. We should have the final tell-all part two of 90 Day Fiance the other way out tonight. And I'll also do Love and Hip Hop Miami either tonight or tomorrow. So look out for that. That'll be short, but I will talk to you guys later. We will have videos all the time. Have a good week. See you.